Hey everybody, I'm Sammy. This is Jennifer, and we are here to talk to you guys a little bit today about Find Your Path. Find Your Path is coming up March 25th and 26th in Fishers, Indiana is our next one. And we're all really excited. We're like 2 weeks away now, so it's getting really good. We're all digging in and trying to get our worksheets done. It's been a blast. Jennifer, talk to me a little bit about your gateway topic. What really got you working into the spiritual realms and modalities?
So I started out actually with tarot. So that was my very first thing I started learning. I was learning the tarot and the oracle, and then I found crystals. So if
Mhm.
anybody knows me by now, like if I see a crystal, I'm like a bird, like shiny thing. What is that? What is that? And so as I moved from more into the divination, different divination tools. So like I've been studying crystal divination. I've even touched on runes a little bit. So I've started with all these divination tools. And then I started moving to those healing practices, which I started in with Reiki, which is kind of like most people's gateway, right? And that really put me onto the path, what I consider my healing path. So as I was undergoing my own healing, I was just finding so many more modalities to learn. And I'm the type of person where I was like, once I get a new topic, I'm like, that's interesting. I need to learn it. And so I've just been doing that for years and years now. So I have been studying herbalism the past few years, homeopathy, sound healing, quantum healing, going up into the little bit more esoteric type portion of the quantum healing, angelic Reiki. And I'm really just pulling all these things together from like sacred geometry, vibrations, color theory, and even other parts. I'm now studying to be LIIFT untherapy, which is a kind of a newish modality that's coming up. So I'm very excited about that as well. But I'm just kind of keep on collecting all these modalities. I'm just kind of mishmashing it together. But yeah, it all started out with tarot, having that first initial excitement of like, oh, what can I do? What can my intuition do? And
Mhm.
ever since then, it's been an incredible journey of what works for me, what doesn't as well.
hmm I think that's what I admire so much about you is that you don't just keep your healing journey to yourself. You've kind of made your healing journey really public, and you're really adamant about things that have been working for you and not working for you. And you always share the knowledge that you've learned in some way. So, what classes are you going to be teaching at the next Find Your Path?
All right, so coming up on this Find New Path, I think this is our third one now. I'm like, wow, like time is going by. It's fantastic. So I'm going to be teaching introduction to sound healing, and I just bought a new set of crystal singing bowls. They're the big ones, and I'm really excited because I'm going to have like bring them in and per time submit for the class because I did teach this class before. Even have a sound bath for the students at the end, and you guys can play with tuning forks as well. So I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also teaching two a bit new courses too that I'm kind of sneaking in there. So Introduction to Ayurveda. So this is an Indian type medical philosophy. It's a balance of between your mind, body, and soul. And this is all about going to how to identify your own constitution because we have different like energy constitutions where our primaries and how that kind of affects your life, your mind, body, and soul, how that affects what it looks like when it's unbalanced and the type of things that you can do to bring that back into balance. So that is more on a bit of the wellness side coming into that physical health.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, I wasn't going to teach this at first, but then through meditation, as you know, angels, they are very excited to be involved with everything. So I am bringing in a course calling in the angels. So this is a course that will go in a breakdown of kind of how the basics of the angel world, how it works, how they work, and how to go about starting to work with them if that's something you're interested in. They are incredible helpers. And I know a lot of people, we do have religious trauma, especially if you came in with like Catholic and Christian upbringing, at least within the area that we are in. So angels, they're non-dominational. They don't belong to any religion, but they are incredible helpers, and all they want to do is help. So if you know the correct ways to like help, like bring those in, bring that frequency in, that those beings in, they're just wonderful, and they just help clear pathways when you've been stuck for a very long time. So they are very excited to join in and have this class being taught too, because like, hey, we want to come join the party. Like, okay, let's see who signs up.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so which private or what private session are you offering? And I know you kind of briefly touched on it already, but I personally love LIIFT, so I'm excited to hear you talk all about it.
So I am going to be offering LIIFT sessions for the private sessions. So what LIIFT is, it's a very quick and easy way to kind of clear out all the junk. So it's on the basis that your mind, it works as a computer, right? Your mind is a computer. And it's like when you have your phone, you have all these apps that you don't use and it's taking up space and memory. What we do is you allow your subconscious to say, hey, we don't need that anymore. And we go in together and we kind of clear out what we don't need in order for you to feel the best that you can.
Awesome. If people can't wait for Find Your Path and they want to find you right now, Jennifer, where are some good places to find you?
So you can find me on the Felicity and Life page. So you can find me within their team. And I also have a Facebook page where my services I'm using LIIFT, are listed. So and we can link that down into the interview so you guys can find me.
Absolutely. And then a really, really cool thing that Jennifer and Tabby do that I would be remiss not to tell you about is they run a light language, soul language practice group. It is extremely helpful for those just starting out or those who want to share their wisdom or those who just want a place to talk about this. That's really, it lacks judgment. It's very open. It's such a really beautiful place. I don't speak a lot of soul language, so I'm not in there much, but every time I go in, the vibes are so nice and warm and welcoming. So thank you for running that. It's very needed community.
Yes, always a safe place for anybody to ask questions or to share, as you were saying. As you know, light language, soul language is not in a lot of information about it. So in this group, one of the rules is that if it doesn't resonate with you, move on. So everyone is welcome, no matter how opposite their knowledge base is from yours. So like, okay, maybe we can learn something new from you. Maybe we can share our knowledge together and we can help grow, because it's very scary. A lot of these things, especially with Find Your Path, is all about helping people who are kind of awakening. Is very scary. And it's very uncomfortable too to be pushed out within your comfort zone. And we get confused, we get scared, we don't know what to do. So having these spaces, right, is fantastic. So if you're able to come out, come see us in Fishers, Indiana, and this Find Your Path event, come to our Facebook pages, our Facebook groups, also the Say Unistay page, a Felicity and Life page, the Soul Language Practice group. You're welcome everywhere.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you on March 25th and 26th. Bye.